Coming to you live once again from Bonfire Studios North. It's another live episode of Toros Weekly. I'm your host, Peter Theodos. Unfortunately, unable to join me tonight is my co-host, Mr. Ken Oda, who's feeling under the weather. So Ken, if you're watching, hope you're feeling better on the trip. Last weekend, Toros had a family weekend against Aberdeen. The off-ice stuff went really well. Thank you to the Boosters Club once again for providing the luncheon on Saturday, the pregame meal provided by Homesteaders. It was fantastic. Joining me, Kevin Ness, Jack Westland. Said Jack, not Jake this time. We're progressing. What'd you guys think of the meal and the Booster Club help?
Yeah, it was great. It's always nice to have that, family in town, and for the Boosters to help out like that and give us that opportunity to have our family is, it means a lot to us as players.
Yeah, it was really nice. Just have all the families together, get to just get names to faces. Kind of, my mom was asking me who everyone was, so that was kind of nice for her to get a face to a name. So it was really awesome for them to get us all there and provide the food for us. So it's really awesome. Yeah.
Kevin, I'll start with you. It's your second family weekend with the Toros. You had 14 family members in town. What was it like having such a large support group for you this weekend?
Yeah, it's great. I've been blessed to have a family that's, generally enjoys each other's company. And, it's great to have them up. And knowing that I have that support from them means a lot to me. And, we had a lot of fun.
How important is it to have that family support, either whether they're in the stands or if they're still at home and they're watching on like Hockey TV or the Facebook Live page?
Yeah, no, it's very important. It always makes you feel good when, you always get these texts after games, or, you always have someone to reach out to, things like that. It makes the world a difference.
Who's been your biggest supporter, family-wise, through everything?
I'd say just both my parents. They've always been there for me throughout, the ride. So it's, my parents and my brother as well. Just having that, the core sibling, my brother and I are pretty close. So it's good to have that.
You say closing out the ride, and fortunately, your career here with the Minot Minotauros is coming to an end, which is unfortunate to say. But have you thought that you only have, not to make things worse, but that you only have like 13 games left in a Toros uniform? Yeah,
I know. It's crazy to think about. It's last year junior hockey, and it's in the final stretch here. But, make no mistake, we're here to win at Robertson Cup and bring it back to Minot. And, we're all here in the locker room committed to do that. So we still have a lot more hockey to go.
You were talking about being the guys being committed. Trade deadlines obviously come and gone. Was there any worry about anybody in the locker room potentially not being there? Because the consistent thing that I've heard from the players and the coaches and all that is this is a very tight-knit group of guys.
Yeah, no, we have a great group of guys in there. It's always on the back of your mind. You never really know if someone's going to go, or, it could be you or not. but it's important, to just focus on your game and control what you can control. And I'm personally glad that nothing really happened. I know Hansen got traded there, but besides Hansen, no other guys got traded. And for us as players, it means a lot to us, and that they have faith in us as a group, and for that, it helps us perform on ice and have that confidence and comfortability together.
Fans, if you do have any questions for either Kevin or Jack,
There you go.
2 for 2.
Jake.
Leave them in the comment section below, and it's good to see that Mr. Ken Oda is watching, as Ken just shot me a text. Ken says, what's Nestor's favorite memory as a Toro so far?
Oh, man. I have to think about this one. There's just so many. I mean, the memories you have coming in will last you a lifetime, as well as the friendships you gained from it. I'd say last year, after we were all on the bus, I don't know which road trip it was, but we're all just jamming the music and all singing together on the bus, and that's something that you'll take with you forever, and yeah, it's just fun. Junior hockey is a roller coaster of a ride, but there's a lot of ups and downs, but just the memories you make or what you take out of it, and yeah, it's been great for me.
What's been your favorite part or favorite memory of playing in Minot? Like just
playing in Minot as a whole?
Playing in Minot as a whole.
Yeah, no, Minot's great. The community comes out and supports us, and that makes the world a difference. And yeah, like I said, the memories you make and the friendships you have from that. But yeah, playing here, is a huge privilege, and you don't really realize that right away. But for me, playing here, just it was fantastic. And I'm just humble and thankful for the opportunity to be a part of this program and organization. It's well run from the top down and really professional. And there's just so much mutual respect from our coaching staff and our players. We all respect each other, and it makes the world a difference to be here and have that organization that does that and has that much respect for each other.
You talk about the respect coming from the top down. One of the main people that you have is obviously your head coach, Marty Murray. What's it been like having Marty as a head coach and Shane Wagner as the assistant? Mm-hmm. While you may not experience him as much, just having Wyatt Waslinchuk out there as well. Yeah,
it's great. Marty's been around the game for a very long time. Not that he's old. No, but he has a lot of experience, and we can learn so much from him and Shane. It makes the world a difference having coaches there that have been there and done that, and can really and know what it takes to play at the next level, right? Showing up and working hard every day and earning it is pretty much the message that that's what it takes to become successful, and I'm very privileged to have them as my coaches.
What's been one of the biggest pieces of advice that you've gotten, whether it's hockey related or non-hockey related, just as a human being, from the coaches or anybody in Minot for that matter?
That's a good question. I'd say you take so much away from junior hockey, like the life lessons you learn from it. I don't know if there's any specific, piece of advice. There's a lot. But, I don't know, Westy, do you?
Yeah, I'll jump in. One thing that I've noticed is that we're starting to get to that age where people are getting older and whatever, and unfortunately we've had a couple of tragedies on our team, and one thing that I think I've taken away from our coach is that family comes first, and you hate to see it when bad things happen, but I mean that's life, and it's happened, and they're very I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but they really encourage when there's time to have family time to go have that, and they're very open about it. So that's been one thing that has definitely stuck out to me.
Yeah, and it goes beyond the game of hockey. Yeah, like Wesley said.
What's it like living with a billet family? I know you've been with Mike and Dee Vanhove for 2 years now. How important have they been in your junior hockey career?
Yeah, they've been great to me. I've been very fortunate to have good billets last year as well as this year, and it makes the world a difference. Having we talk about support from family back home, but also having that support with you while you're here means a lot. And yeah, I've been very fortunate enough to have Mike and Dee and Ann and Chris last year as well.
Jody Meckel chimes in saying, I'm guessing one of your favorite things is French toast at their house.
I cannot get enough of her French toast.
French toast is unreal.
She keeps trying to make me make it, but I think she does a great job. I don't want to ruin anything.
Yeah,
so
you can't mess with perfection. So
she does a good job as it is.
I haven't had any of that, so I'm assuming
it's pretty good.
That's something I'm going to have to try before. Challenge accepted. Jody, it sounds like our camera guy, Sean, is issuing a challenge for you, so we might have to have a French toast challenge here on Toros Weekly. With the season coming into an end, guys are making a big playoff push. 4 or 5 points up on the Wilderness right now, with you guys in the 4th place spot. What's going to be the biggest thing for the Toros to get back into the playoffs here?
Yeah, we're in 4th place right now. We still have 13 games left, and like I said before, our commitment level is there, and we just have to be strong and play a hard game for the rest of this regular season, and to really solidify our playoff spot. And we can even jump up a few spots as well. So who knows? I'm excited to see what's going to happen, and yeah, we're going to give it our all, and we'll be in playoffs.
Good, good. One final thing for you, Nesser. If you can make a recruiting pitch to anybody that was on the cusp of either coming to Minot or somewhere else, say like Austin or Bismarck, what's the one thing you would tell them to try to get them, to convince them to come to Minot?
Yeah, I mean, our facilities are top notch. Our bus is incredible. Our rink is incredible. Our community is incredible. The support we get from our fans are incredible. So I mean, that's there. But something that you can take away that's just obviously you'll become a better hockey player and a better person, but yeah, becoming a better person is really something that it's like when you're younger and you're a young man, you kind of want to decide what kind of man you want to become, and having the community and the Toro organization be that or have like a good example of becoming like being a good person and doing right is something that I've taken away from this, and I know Wesley, and the other guys on the team are taken away from it as well, and that's also something when you come here, you're not just going to become a better hockey player and getting all the opportunity for hockey, like moving on in hockey. It's just becoming a better person and becoming a productive member in society as well beyond the game is something you get from coming here. So yeah.
One final question for you. It's going to be a really easy one. Who's got longer hair, Westy or his brother?
Oh his brother for sure. He's got some good flow.
That was a question from Mr. Ken Oda once again.
But Westy can grow a good mullet too, so
yeah,
he's got a picture
for like almost a
you.
year. My sophomore year of high school. Yeah, I have a couple pictures.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to see the picture of that, buddy.
I'll show you later.
All right, sounds good. Nesser, thanks for coming on, bud. So, Jack Westland, welcome to the show. Your first time on as well. So you're finishing up your rookie season here with the Toros. Thoughts on what the experience has been like so far, just from a playing standpoint and from just the NA experience?
I mean, it's been unreal. you come in, you don't really have very many expectations. You really don't know what it's going to be like because it's a whole new experience. And so far, it's been awesome. Great coaches, great community, awesome billets. All the guys are awesome. There's really been no problems in the locker room. Everyone gets along. So far, it's been awesome. I mean, it's tough division, so it's been tight and it's been intense, which is the way we'd want it. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
What's been your biggest surprise or your biggest takeaway from playing at this level so far?
Probably just how much of a grind it is. I mean, 60 games is a long season. Probably one of the longest. I mean, time-wise, probably one of the longest junior seasons out there. I mean, we got here August 22nd, and by the time it's all said and done, we'll probably leave in May. So.
You spent 2 years with the Alexandria Blizzard, correct?
Yeah, I mean, I played with them before and after my high school season, my junior and senior year. So I played total of 35 games maybe. So just kind of something to get the legs going before the high school season.
What's the biggest difference you've seen between playing at the NA3 and the NA level?
I mean, definitely the skill level is higher in the North American League. Those are obviously the higher end guys. It's tier 2 versus tier 3, but they're both physical leagues. I think the speed's definitely a lot higher than all. I don't know. It's more of a business almost. I mean, nothing on the NA3, but it's not as serious sometimes. Some of the guys are just, I don't know, they don't take it as serious as other guys. Some guys are there to get a D3 commitment or whatever. Some are just there to keep the dream from dying. You know what I mean? And then it's guys are trying to go D1, D3, just whatever it is. They're just fighting for a spot.
If I remember correctly, and I probably should have looked this up, but goalie AJ Ruskowski played for the Blizzard. He did not?
Bozeman Ice Dog.
Oh, okay.
I think they're the Ice Dogs.
Okay, the Bozeman? Okay.
Yeah.
So never mind on that. Once again, if you could make, as I asked Nestor, if you can make a pitch to convince guys to come out here, what would you ask them? Or what would you say to them?
I mean, there's a whole bunch of things I could tell them about how, the coaches are amazing. They're players' coaches. They're easy to talk to. They're not gonna play mind games with you or whatever. They're there to make you a better hockey player, a better person. So that's definitely number one. And then I'd say number 2 is probably our trainer, Kevin Melby. He's the best kept secret in the Null, in my opinion. I didn't really know anything about him, obviously, before I came here. That's not really something you sell guys on, is your athletic trainer, but I mean, he's top notch. He's awesome. All the guys love him. He helps us with everything we need, and he's probably one of my favorite people I've ever met.
I'll ask actually both of you guys as we have another question chiming in on Facebook, this time from Wally Mock. What's been your favorite team building activity to play away from Minot? What do you guys do just kind of to build a camaraderie between the guys on the team?
We play a lot of poker.
Yeah.
No, but we've done a lot of team building exercises where we play laser tag and go to Planet Pizza and we have a good time there. And just get together, watch a movie or just hang out. It's what it's about, making memories and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, I mean, as far as whole team, everyone there, laser tag was probably number 1. That was a lot of fun. Wags was going game 7. He was buzzing out there.
I swear, he practices laser tag.
He goes there every night, I think. He's in a league maybe. I don't know. He was buzzing around out there. His kid, Willie, was out there too. He had a good time. So that was fun. And I mean, obviously, probably a little Fortnite. That's another team building exercise. But yeah, so probably laser tag.
I'll ask you both best and worst Fortnite players on the team.
All right, I'll go first. I'd say best is probably either me, Skins, or Jay, and then worst is probably Ville.
I'd say the best is Skinner, hands down. He grinds the game. He studies it.
Is he kind of a tryhard, or is he actually just good
Benny
at
is
it?
also a tryhard.
Benny is also a tryhard, yeah. I'd say worst is JoJo.
Yeah,
he doesn't play much, but he's pretty bad.
I think he might be better than Ville, though.
You guys also play a lot of Shell NAHL on the bus. Just to describe it for the fans. What do you guys? So I know you guys do a lot of tournaments and that sort of stuff. So I'll ask with that as well. Best and worst shell players on the team.
Well, best is by far Clevin. Like, that's not even discussion.
Clevin and Jay kind of go at it sometimes, but
Clev will win
gets
like 7 out of 10 on Jay.
9
like,
times out of 10.
Maybe 9, but worst, I honestly don't know.
Probably OC, right?
Yeah, I'd say either OC or Isaac Darlene. OC or Isaac Darlene.
Yeah. The Euros don't really play a lot of cello.
Yeah,
so.
they just don't get it.
Interesting. That's very interesting. Favorite places to go and why not? Just to kind of go to eat or just to hang out with the boys?
For sure, number one place to eat's Ebenezer's. I like the Fat Frog, so good. Me and my roommate, Ryan Peterson, both love it there. Our billets like it too, so they'll get it sometimes. But as far as hangout, I mean, we probably just go to billet houses more than anything. NA.
Yeah, I'd
we go to
say
NA a lot.
Nutrition Addiction's been a pretty nice hangout spot for us. After practice, we go there and get a shake and probably chill there for an hour or so.
Yeah, just sit on the couch, chat.
If you guys could pick one opponent from whether it was the 4 teams you played at the showcase or anybody within division, who's been your favorite to play and who's been the one that you absolutely can't stand the most?
What can't stand the most is Aberdeen by far. And then
I'm not even going to ask why because I don't think that'd be a PG answer.
Also, one of my good buddies plays for Aberdeen, so I just hate losing to him just because it's just the competition, obviously, and just them. I don't really know best to play. I mean, I don't know.
Depends on the night.
Yeah, it depends on the night. I don't really have a favorite to play against.
Have you guys ever been a part of, besides the St. Cloud games, and not to call them out, but a game that's gotten out of hand where you guys have scored like 11 goals or anything like that before?
Yeah, probably just when I was like in youth, just because, I don't know, some guys just age quicker. I guess some guys are bigger. Mm-hmm. And like my age group, there was a lot of us who kind of hit puberty earlier, so we were just bigger, stronger, faster. So sometimes there's games that got out of hand against weaker teams, but not really a bunch, I guess.
Yeah, we've had a couple this year and years before, but like Wes, you said, mostly when we're younger and guys mature faster than others.
One final question. I've asked the last few guys, and I'll ask you guys. It's completely random, but you're stranded on an island. If you could unfortunately take one teammate to help you get off the island, and if you could pick one teammate to leave on the island, who would they be?
Are you going to give us options, or are we just...
No, just whoever you want.
So I'm gonna go with the goalies here. I'm gonna keep Benny on the island with me, and I'm gonna get rid of AJ.
Wait, so do you leave the island, or you stay?
Yeah, you leave the island,
Okay.
but you have to take one teammate, or you pick one teammate.
Oh, I thought we
So,
were
yeah,
on.
you left
I thought we
Benny?
were on and
No.
No, Benny's coming with me.
Okay.
And AJ's staying on the island.
Interesting.
Sorry,
I'll do OC and Jay.
Okay, who are you taking with you?
I'll take Jay with me
See you,
and leave
OC.
OC.
OC's got 2 responses for being left on the island, so
unreal.
might have to ask him about that tomorrow at
Have I
practice.
been left on the island yet?
You have not.
That's unreal.
That also means you haven't
good to
been
know.
watching my show.
Well, it's a busy time. I'm usually working right now. So, yeah.
All right. You guys got any questions for each other?
No,
No?
not really.
All right, that's fine. That's Kevin Ness. That's Jack Westland. Fans, that's another episode of Toros Weekly. You can catch Ken Oda on the Facebook, the Coda Cam as it's called, or Hockey TV this weekend when the team takes on St. Cloud in St. Cloud for the final time. And then coming up on Tuesday, March 11th, the Toros return home for the second to last game against Bismarck. Right now, that series in the Subway Cup is tied, so these are 2 huge games. So you guys could, no pressure on you, but the Toros have not lost a Subway Cup yet. So, with that being said, I'm Peter Theodos, and that's another live episode of... You'll be ready? Good. For Sean Bachhoven, who once again does a fantastic job behind the scenes, I'm Peter Theodos. We'll catch you next week on Toros Weekly.
sit down.